Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I'm the Sean McCall.
It's Steel Roper.
And it's producer Pat behind the call, behind the mic, behind the camera, fellas.
Today's Wednesday, and it is August.
7th.
It's August 7th.
Yes.
Back to your regularly scheduled Lucas on a Wednesday evening.
On a Wednesday.
Producer Pat, can you send the link to a group chat so I can get the link?
Sure thing.
Get those links going. Get the chat popping.
You got it.
What's going on, boys? Last week we talked on Friday, so it's been less than a week.
Correct.
Yep.
Cardinals lost 3 out of 4 to the Cubs.
Yeah.
Like someone said on this podcast, could happen. I didn't want it to happen.
Yeah,
But-
I'm still blaming you for that.
So we're going to blame you for the Cardinals' loss.
Fair enough.
Told you not to speak on it.
And the Cardinals had a weird makeup game on Monday afternoon at 4 o'clock. Do you guys see that one? That was against the Mets.
Yeah, that one
Yeah, it
sucked.
was.
We
Yeah,
got
that.
stomped.
Yeah, that was bad.
Eli came over and woke me up to watch it. He was supposed to come over. I fell asleep.
You should have just kept sleeping, dude, and you didn't miss much.
Yeah, for real.
All right. I sent a couple links to. a
There we
couple
go.
group
Get the
chats.
links. Get the links going.
Yes.
I'll talk about the Cardinals' downfall.
Why? Why? And uh-oh.
Last night, Dylan Carlson came back to Busch Stadium. The Cardinals hosted the Tampa Bay Devil Rays.
Correct.
They won.
They did.
There's
Oh,
some-
Schrader says hey, by the way.
What's up, Schrader? Thanks for watching.
What up?
Yeah, the Cardinals are boring. Let's talk about fantasy football. You guys, I was doing a fantasy football mock draft today when I was like driving through traffic. I was mocking.
Oh,
Really?
Yeah, that's why I
That's-
messaged the chat and I was like, are you guys doing as many mock drafts as me right now? Because I'm averaging like at least 3 to 5 mock drafts a day.
Damn. I mean, I'm getting one in a day, but that's about it.
What about you, Roper?
I'm not speaking on my strategies.
Okay, he's keeping it silent.
Okay.
What I've decided is I'm going to give out Shaw McCaw's watch list, and they're actually just going to be everyone I'm not going to draft.
Okay.
Okay. So what is your watch list for by the way, boys, preseason does start this week. Tomorrow, actually.
Preseason already started. Hall of Fame game happened
Right. But like preseason
for everyone.
for everyone is starting this week.
Which, let's not put any credit into any preseason headlines.
Correct. But who is your players to watch out for, Mr. Shabakov, this week?
No one in preseason, but I did read that I think the Packers are dressing some starters. That was the first team that I read that's playing any type of starters.
Gotcha.
So,
Well, the Steelers will probably play either Justin Fields or Russell Wilson, I would assume.
well, that makes sense because they're battling
Right.
for the job.
Yeah,
They-
so I'm saying
That's what the preseason is used for, Pat. The preseason is used for guys trying to battle to earn a roster spot,
Right. Which I agree.
wherever the competition may be for whatever position it may be.
yeah.
You see that Justin Fields and Russell Wilson scrap in training camp?
Oh yeah.
Uh-oh. Already scrapping.
Soon it'll be Sunday night.
It's all right. Getting it out
Did he
now?
actually slap him and say,
I
like,
think that's fake.
you were
That's
most overpriced backup in the league?
That's definitely
Maybe he
fake.
didn't say that, but I want to believe he did.
He thought it. He thought
He
it.
definitely thought it. What about? Why do they even do those joint practices? Like, what do they think is going to happen? You're playing again. You're not even playing. It's just practicing against another team. Of course, they're going to be having loud mouths, chirping at each other.
Yeah. Who was it that fought
It
each
was
other?
Lions and Giants. Malik
Yeah,
Neighbors.
Malik Neighbors
ran
took
by
on
someone
everyone.
and kind of just like stiff armed someone in the face.
Yeah, that's
He's
the
got
guy.
that dog in him.
That's the guy I want on my team.
All right, so we know Roper's going to be trying to draft Malik Neighbors. It's on the Roper radar.
Roper radar.
Well, I was just meaning not fantasy wise. I'm just saying like on my team.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Speaking about wide receivers on your team, Brandon Ayuk.
Yeah, the reports are. I don't know. There's no verbal agreement. I don't know. We'll see.
I thought there
Well,
was.
That's what I read too when you were saying
well,
that.
because a trusted Steelers insider tweeted that, but then it came out that it's not. So we'll see.
Let me guess, your trusted Steelers insider is Jersey Jerry.
No. Nick Wright actually said, Nick Wright retweeted him and said it's
So what was the verbal agreement? What was Pittsburgh giving up?
it's gonna be no picks, or I mean it's not gonna be a player.
Just picks.
So- yeah.
Football trades are weird, dude.
Going back on the preseason stuff, Schrader says, for what it's worth, coaches view the joint practices as more important than the preseason games.
Makes sense.
Why is that, Schrader? Why do you think coaches value joint practices where all they're doing is getting into fights?
Well, I guess they can like scout out like
Other-
unknown players, stuff like that. I'm assuming, but we'll
I
let
guess
Schrader
you are
answer.
probably seeing more plays. You're more plays in general at a
Right.
practice. You just keep snapping the ball.
Correct.
Interesting. No, but really, the reason behind me doing so many mock drafts is I need to see what the ADPs are like.
Okay.
You guys know average draft
Yeah.
position?
Yeah.
I need to see what the ADPs are like because I honestly had no clue. So I've just been grinding out mock draft 5 a day for the last week or so.
You're doing these all on ESPN?
Yeah.
Damn, you're gonna be thrown off when it's the QB super draft. It's gonna be all
Do-
different.
Yeah.
Did we decide to do that?
Yeah. Superflex is in.
Okay.
Oh, jeez.
So now
now you need
you're
to
all
edit
those
your mock drafts.
So now
All
all those
those
mock
mock
drafts
drafts
I
are-
did
are
were
null and
nothing.
void.
Void.
Okay.
back to the drawing board.
Back to the drawing board.
Back to doing 5 to 6
Back
mock
to
drafts a
square
day.
one. Back to square one.
Where do they have mock drafts?
Fantasy
for-
Pros,
Go to Fantasy Pros and you can edit,
Yeah.
like make it.
a Superflex.
Yeah, you can flex.
And
the
then it
type
can
of
and it will
mock.
generate the
Yes.
Mock, yeah.
And if you buy the premium, you can choose any player, but then if you don't, they give you like suggested players of when you should probably draft this player.
What do you mean I have to buy?
They offer like a subscription service for fantasy players.
Wait, this company you buy a subscription and they just give you fantasy advice?
Yeah, all the time.
Dude, what are we doing? We need the Lucas fantasy football advice.
Josh Henry asks, who is the most overrated fantasy pick this season?
The
Overrated.
most overrated pick this season. I think sorry Pat, but it's Devin Akemi.
Achan?
Yeah.
A-Chain?
It's Achan.
He scored way too
Devon
many.
Achan.
He scored way too many touchdowns last year. I think he's a one-hit wonder. I
He's regressing.
don't see him having that same season.
I would say C-Mac with no Trent Williams. If Trent Williams isn't starting for him and holding out, there goes their O-line.
Good point.
Yeah.
And he's getting older too.
Right, but I mean, they still need him. That's like their best O-lineman.
Cody Schrader time?
Dude, maybe. Hey, he's impressed them.
It's guys is still C-Mac, and he had no O-line in Air Carolina. So
He's
let's be
injured,
honest. Well, he had
Right
no
now.
O-line in Carolina. Let's
It's the
be
white
honest.
boy committee. I like it. Juszczyk and
Schrader says
C-Mac,
Puka,
Schrader.
as much as he's awesome, going in the
Oh, that's a good one.
in the
Schrader.
end of the first to early second.
Yeah, he's
Too
being
high.
drafted way too high. You know who I keep
wait,
seeing?
is he being drafted above Cooper Cup?
Yes,
yeah,
we're
he
so
is
much
going.
farther above
He is
Cooper
going
Kupp, bro.
like 3 rounds before Cooper Cup.
Okay.
Cooper Cup's ADP is like 30 something, and Puka Nua's is
It's 2 something.
no, like 12 to 14, 15.
Yeah, around there.
And then what are we gonna do about this draft order? Seems
We're
like
doing the Hot Wheels thing.
I'm hearing conflicting reports that that's not fully.
What do you mean?
I just talked to
Decided on.
Mark yesterday.
Well, then why did Schrader say to Cooper that we still haven't figured that out?
Well, we
I'll read you the messages.
This is just now breaking.
Cooper asked, "When are we figuring out order?" It's a good question. I don't think we fully figured that out yet.
did Mark say that? Or Schrader said?
said that.
Mark is build as soon as he gets to the Airbnb, he's building the course for the Hot Wheels, and he has a car for Cooper already.
There you go. There's your
It
answer,
is
Cooper.
set.
There's your
Well, I
answer.
guess it sucks for Cooper.
Been set.
I don't know.
Unless he wants to send his own car in for the draft
Are
order.
we getting like a photo finish of this? Like, how are we gonna know like from 1 to 10?
Yeah, how are we gonna have VAR?
I'll set up a camera at the finish line and replay it.
Will every car be running at the same time?
Not sure. Well, we maybe set up like timers.
We'll have to do heats.
Yeah, we may have to do heat. We may have to do a timer.
I don't like that.
Let's do heats. Let's start. Let's do. How many people are going to be there? 9.
Yeah.
Correct.
We'll do 3 heats, 3, 3, and 3, and then the winner of each heat move on, and then we do one final for like the top 3 overall.
Well, what about Cooper?
You don't need to be there to race your car.
No, but I'm not including him.
He's
in
not
my
including
thing.
him in
I
the
did
3.
not.
Oh, it's 10, by the way.
You're right.
We'll figure it out. But
One of them
Mark
keeps
Mark
that
is
4.
setting up the
Well,
the
here's
course.
here's something I would say we should do races, like keep racing, and like do it musical chair style. Whoever finishes last gets out, and then they keep going every race until
Ooh, I kind of like that idea too.
a final winner.
We'll see what
Not a
track it
bad idea.
actually is there, because Mark has to build it as soon as he gets to the Airbnb.
What is he building the track out of?
I am not sure. I asked him.
Yeah,
and-
this is important. He has to release this information. This is gonna go into my decision making.
Bryce Graham says Packer car is going to be insane. Stole some fish weights from Phil the other day.
Okay, yeah. What's the regulation
There's
size
no
on?
regulation. Whatever you can get, boys.
No way.
I'm buying an RC car. I'm going to drive mine through the course.
Oh my god.
It has to be Hot Wheels. It has to be a Hot Wheel. I think that's the only regulation.
Then what is Bryce saying he's getting weights on it?
Because the Packer car is a Hot Wheel.
Okay, I'm thinking like Pinewood Derby car putting
No,
weights onto it.
Well, he might. That's what he's going to try to do.
That won't work. A Hot Wheel is like the size of my thumb.
Right.
You never know.
It's okay. I've got my
No, there needs to be-
sources
there
on
needs to
figuring
be,
out the perfect Hot Wheel.
I'm gonna find the biggest Hot Wheel there is. Get that bitch in the.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Should be an interesting draft order, to say the least.
So we're really doing a super flex, huh?
Correct. And you were not going to be in the league without one. You said that on air.
I did.
Yes, you did.
Wow. How I can change from week to week. How a couple mock drafts can change me.
Bryce Graham says, "Little Asian boy screwed my duck in 2017. I'm not losing this." That goes back to a
was true.
story of a previous episode. I believe that was 3 or 4 episodes ago. You probably have to go watch that.
Great. Yeah. It was
So you guys want to give any fantasy football advice or no? You keep it on.
I
your
don't mind.
cards?
I don't mind sharing. I saw a few. I don't know how to feel about the Indianapolis Colts wide receiver room / running back room right now.
Well, Josh Downs just.
I know. I saw that.
What
went
happened?
Downs went down.
Yeah, Josh Downs was their rookie last year, who
I mean,
played
he's
really well with
out for like 4
AR-15.
weeks or something.
Who?
Joshua
Josh
Downs.
Downs.
He was a rookie last year.
Rookie what?
wide
wide receiver.
receiver.
Never heard
For
of
the
him.
Colts.
Never
Okay.
heard of
He-
him.
from the
once.
Colts.
Never heard of him.
I am not
jeez.
worried about you this year.
Josh Downs. He played really well with AR-15, and then AR-15 went down, and he didn't really recover since then. And now he has an injury, and I don't know how to feel about either JT on the other hand too, as well.
That's good. If they're down a wide receiver, that just means they're gonna be handing off the ball more. Jonathan Taylor's battle tested, dude. He's older, but he's not old as dirt.
That's true. He is in that prime age that he could go off.
He's in that like sweet Todd Gurley era of like 2012. That sound right?
Yeah. I don't know.
He might be hitting his prime,
Okay.
but you got to be worried. You guys want to get into new faces and new places?
Yeah, might as well.
Joe Mixon in Houston and Derrick Henry in Baltimore.
I really like them both where they are.
But they're on the downside of their careers, dude. They're declining.
JT's like 25. He's not old, by the way.
In running back years, that's like 35.
Saquon Barkley with Philadelphia.
Yeah. How do you like that?
I love it. We talked about it before once. He played at Penn State. He's coming back into Pennsylvania.
Okay. But let's go back to the Joe Mixon and the
I mean, out of those two, I'm obviously less worried about Derrick Henry.
Right.
King Henry is an absolute beast, tank. Like, I don't see him stopping anytime soon. Joe Mixon,
Injury prone.
I will say that I am a documented Joe Mixon hater. The last feels like maybe 5 years, I laugh at Joe Mixon. I don't consider him top tier running back because the Bengals' offense is so pass heavy.
Who's the Bengals' top running back now?
Zach Moss.
Oh,
Dude, he's
New
getting
fade.
drafted. His ADP is ridiculously low. Like, he's going to be a touchdown vulture. Dude, his ADP is like 150. He's getting drafted like, I don't even know what round, 7th, 8th, 9th.
Okay. Bryce also wanted to point out Josh Jacobs in Green Bay and Aaron Jones, in Minnesota.
They flip-flopped. Well, no, they didn't flip-flop because Josh
No.
Jacobs was in
Or the Raiders.
Las
the
Vegas.
Raiders.
Yeah.
But they're both getting new running backs this year, so.
Right.
But the Packers still have, what's the other guy? A.J. Dillon.
Yes, as a backup.
But he's more of like, it's like a 1A, 1B. It's a committee
No,
up there.
no, it is not. I watched a lot of Packer games.
What
No,
do you think?
it's not.
A.J. Dillon isn't their 1B?
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Well, he's their pass catching running back, right?
it's gonna be weird this year. Well, I mean, with Josh Jacobs, I mean, he's not a pass catcher really. So
Exactly. That's maybe what I'm thinking, Pat. They're more of like a ground and pound one running back and then a faster running back to slip out of the backfield and catch some passes.
Bryce Graham says AJD is probably not going to make the team.
What?
Yeah, they have this really good rookie that's actually looking really good out of camp. I forget his
How
name.
old is A.J. Dillon?
He's on the older side. They drafted more running backs.
does Pat know more about the Packers and his Dolphins?
Sounds
I'm
like
sure you're
it.
saying. He's a Packer fan.
No.
The Packers your NFC team?
Yeah, I guess so.
No. I don't have NFC
See,
or AFC teams.
He called me out for saying I was a Lions fan, but he's a Packers fan. Do you not own a cheesehead? Yes or no?
I do, but
yeah.
how do you not buy a
that's
cheesehead
a
in
Packers
Lambeau?
fan.
I've
That's a-
never seen you wear anything with the Steelers logo in my entire life.
What do you mean?
You got one terrible towel upstairs. Dude, where have you ever worn a Steelers anything? How many
I,
Steelers jerseys do you own?
I had a
How many Steelers
Troy
hats do
Polamalu.
you
I had a
own?
Troy Polamalu
When you were
jersey.
5?
Okay, hold on. Who's your team, buddy?
Fantasy football is my team.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so much for a lot
I don't
of guys
have to
that doesn't
claim
have
a team.
You're making fun of my fandom, and you don't even have a team.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
your fandom is below.
My fandom is nothing.
Yeah, exactly. So you can't even attack mine.
You
Throw a
have-
pair and get a
you have,
team.
you have
Then
nothing
you can talk
to,
shit.
You have nothing to come after
Because
me
you
for.
don't have anything. You don't have nothing. You have no apparel. You might as well get the NFL shield.
I got the Battle
Bravo.
Hawks, bro. I got the Battle Hawks are my
Okay,
team.
yeah, sure. The Battlehawks are one of my teams too. That's a
You're just
UFL
not-
team.
You're just not a true fan.
Okay, that is not no.
Now
You're
we're just
ridiculous.
throwing shame at each other now.
Oh my God.
This is not need.
You just bounce around from team to team, pick a new
That-
team every week.
And that is not accurate at all. That's you in
Like
the
what I
Premier
do with my
League.
Premier League strategy.
God, no.
Schrader said, speaking of the guy's name from Green Bay, his name is Marshawn Floyd.
Where'd he go to college?
I'm not sure. Couldn't tell you.
Hope it was like,
And then Bryce said AJD is the worst RB in the NFL.
wow.
All right.
Interesting.
Damn.
There's other new running backs that they were mentioning. Tony Pollard with the Titans.
Oh, that's right.
Stay away.
Stay away. And then Zeke back with the Cowboys.
Stay away.
Is that a new face? Do you count that?
That's a homecoming, which is pretty rare in football. Because you don't get traded in football a lot. You play your whole career with one team pretty much because your shelf span isn't that long.
Right.
What would you guys say? Producer Pat, Google this in a second, but I want everyone to guess. What is the average career length of a football player, an NFL player?
I'd say
That's probably not even
4
a
to
season,
5 years.
dude. It's probably not even a season.
I'd say
I-
3 to 4 years.
I'm going to say like 1 to 2 years.
I'll say
I'll say
2.
3. Going overs.
I will do that.
Because like, think of all the special teams guys who probably got in for just like a few games here and there.
Yeah, but
But then there's probably is a good
there's the
chunk of
journeyman
career.
that played 9 years.
linemen can be journeymen.
It's gonna
3.3 years.
There you go. Good
There you
job.
go, Mr. Roper.
Yeah. Boom. I know my ball. I'm a fan.
Bryce also says 3. Schrader says Maryland from the Marshawn Floyd guy.
A terrapin.
Yeah, and then
Maryland.
Devin
Played
Singletary
with
with
his
the
brother.
Giants.
Is that their starting
Dingleberry.
running back?
Yeah, it would be, yes.
Oh my god.
Dude, they got the Battlehawk, I think, or whatever. I think.
Oh, they did. Jacob Sailors.
Yes.
Yeah,
They
and then
did.
DeAndre Swift with the Bears as well.
That's also kind of a weird one.
I mean, it's a good one.
Who else do the Bears have? No, that's their RB1. They don't
Yeah,
have
I
David.
guess.
They
Montgomery
have
bombs.
Khalil Herbert as their backup.
Oh, Herbs.
Mhm.
Okay, I'm liking some DeAndre Swift. That's good value there. He's getting drafted pretty low. Stephon Diggs.
Stephon Diggs.
Houston.
Oh, so
I
we're going-
love me some Stephon Diggs.
We are
in
moving
Houston,
over
you
to the
guys.
wide
The
receiver
Stroud
rooms.
boys.
The Stroud. Well, before I remembered that we were doing the Superflex, basically all my mock drafts, I was either taking CJ Stroud or Joe Burrow.
What was your annual draft position? Where do
Um,
you where,
It didn't matter what spot I was taking. I think there's good value in quarterbacks. The last few years I've been in the boat of you need one of those 3 elite quarterbacks to win, because I made it to the championship with Josh Allen, led me there almost every year, and then I decided to switch it up and take fucking Patrick Mahomes, garbage piece of shit. Sign his I will never forget that play. Don't remember what week it was, but it was against the Jets, and they were up, and instead of running into the end zone, he ran and slid. You guys remember that
Yep.
to
Yeah.
ice the game? Like, dude, they were up by like 8 points or something. Like, there's no way they were coming back. Like, run into the end zone, take the points, dude.
You guys think there'll be more kickoff return touchdowns this year with
No.
the new kickoff rule?
I do
think
not
it makes
think
it
so.
harder.
I don't know. UFL had some kick returns.
I already saw the one preseason game, the Hall of Fame game I watched. They were getting penalties left and right off the kickoffs already, dude. People were like, they were trying to time it to hit them like where that, I don't even know
The
what
zone.
line it is,
The zone.
but they were just like 2 or 3 yards too soon hitting them.
Mm.
I guess it's like the 30-yard line,
I guess 25.
25 or 30-yard line. You're not allowed to touch them.
Victoria says hi, and then Bryce Graham says Caleb Williams is going to be such a bust. Chicago Bears, where QBs go to die.
Yeah,
Good.
Caleb Williams can take his fingernail polish and all of his purses back to Los Angeles because he'll be playing in the UFL in the next 3 years.
Wow, you heard it her first, everybody.
Oh, by the way, can I call the Cleveland Browns pussies, by the way?
Oh, why?
They
What's the-
released their new stadium design today. I don't know if you guys saw that.
Okay.
Either of you see
They're making a
the-
brand new stadium?
They released the plans.
Okay.
And it's gonna be a dome stadium. Pussies in AFC North football. What the fuck? Everyone else plays outdoors. That's AFC
Actually,
football.
everybody is going towards a dome.
Yeah, I know. It's pussy shit up in AFC North. All of them play outdoors. What the fuck? That's AFC North football.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
No more cold and rainy, weathery days, Sundays, with wind
The Bills are
off Lake Erie.
Bills and everybody else in the AFC North are going to be the only ones. No.
Mm-mm,
Well-
mm-mm. No, the Buffalo's new stadium has no
I know,
roof.
I agree. I'm saying they won't have a roof
Wow.
with their new stadium. But I think more teams are going with domes.
Is
If they-
Chicago doing a dome?
Yes, Chicago is also doing a dome.
But think about it, dude. The Browns don't. I mean, their fans are pretty loyal too, but they're not as diehard loyal as Mr. Roper Steeler fans over here are. They'll show up no matter how bad that team is. The Browns, I mean, they've been.
They'll
pretty-
show up. They show up in Cleveland.
They do.
They
That's why I'm saying
bark at
I'm
people.
not completely agreeing with this take, but the Browns have been bad the last few years. What was their losing streak? Was like two 2-3 straight years they went without
Yeah, and
winning
then
a
Joe
game.
Flacco came in and saved them for a little
You guys
bit.
remember that publicity stunt Bud Light did, and they put all those
When they locked the beers.
they locked up beers in all these bars in Cleveland, and they said when the Browns win a game, we'll unlock
can
them.
unlock
and it's
it.
free beer. Wasn't it like a
They
Thursday
waited
night
they
game?
I
waited
don't
a long
know.
time for that. Yeah.
Can we look that
In the
up at?
commercials.
Okay.
Look up Browns losing streak
Okay.
or Bud Light
Browns.
Browns game. Or
Browns. Bud Light.
When did they release the Bud Lights?
when
in
did Bud
Cleveland?
Light unlock the chains?
Browns. Bud Light. Freedom.
Freedom, dude. At the brewery tour I did last week, that guy was saying when Prohibition ended, they sent everyone down to the brewery and had a giant party on Broadway. Said they were like 5,000 people deep, and they were
Oh,
just like giving them. They
God.
were giving them free Budweisers, dude, for just showing up down at the
I
brewery.
have the streak. It was 635 days without a win,
So that's 2
So
years.
almost, yeah.
and they had them locked.
How many games was that?
Well, 2 years, 2 games, 32. Well, they played 16 games back then in 2018.
So 30 games in a row they lost.
Basically.
Over 30.
Over 30 games, yeah.
Unless they lost some in the season before.
Right.
Which they probably did.
So it could be going up.
Bryce says outdoor stadiums belong in the north, domes in the south. And then Victoria also said the snow is part of the experience.
Amen.
Yes.
Amen.
They are pussies.
It
Amen.
was
Fuck
part
yeah.
of the brand.
It is
But
part of the brand.
You guys know what they're doing with baseball now? Everyone's trying to build a roof.
Right.
They just did in Texas, in Arlington. They built them a brand new retractable
Thank
roof.
God I was there in Texas for Texas Rangers game outdoors. God, it was so miserable.
Can
The
we?
waters costed more than my ticket.
You guys ever see a future with Busch Stadium having a roof?
No,
No,
Jesus.
I hope
baseball
not.
Heaven. That'd take away from the arch.
What if?
That's
they,
like asking if PNC Park would have a roof.
What if they could put
They
a
wouldn't-
retractable roof
They wouldn't do such a thing.
and put like some glass so you can still see the arch?
Oh my God.
Would you?
Maybe. Sure.
I'm thinking about this in my head, and
Who?
I would
let's,
love it.
Let's talk about like who needs to change their stadium. That's an
Oakland
interest-
A's?
The
The
A's.
dude, the Tampa Bay Devil Rays, their stadium is garbage.
Okay.
You know where their stadium's located, like
Yeah, it's
compared
in
to the
St.
rest
Petersburg.
of downtown?
Yeah, and the traffic is insane. You can't even get to the game.
Yeah, terrible. Ottawa Senators, their arena is a piece of shit
Oh
in
my
the middle of
God.
nowhere. We talked about
The
that
Saddle
before on the
Dome
show.
is pretty old.
Calgary?
Yeah.
I don't know enough about that one.
I think they're building a new one.
I mean, Edmonton just got a brand new spanking
Yeah.
arena the other, like 5 years ago. That's nice. That
Mm.
one's nice.
I want to go to the Red Wings new stadium.
Little Caesars Arena.
Yeah.
It's got
I've been on the
ballpark
outside of it.
village.
Is it cool?
Not from the outside, no.
Can we talk about the fact that like the Cardinals were the first team to develop an entertainment district around the stadium, and now literally
Everyone.
every professional sports team is doing this now?
Yep.
Everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because the key to making money in professional sports is not about how many fans you can pack in the seats for the games.
It's only a part
It's
of it.
about how long you can keep those fans around the
Right.
stadium buying food and beer.
And KC can't even get their stadiums downtown.
Joke.
The Sads.
Joke. Not a sports
The
town.
Sads of the West.
They have a Super Bowl
Losers.
champion football team, but still not a sports town.
Yeah, they're ranked dead last in like facilities and shit. Fuck 'em.
Really?
Well, yeah, it's because he's not wanting to improve the stadium if he knows he's about to move. Like,
Mm.
why would you spruce up Arrowhead if you know you're about to fucking build a new one?
Arrowhead is the oldest stadium in the NFL, no?
Older than Lambeau?
No, Lambeau's the oldest. Or Soldier Field.
Or
Either
yeah,
one
Soldier
of
No,
them.
that
Lambeau
doesn't
might be
count.
older.
Don't give me Soldier Field. That place is a piece of shit, dude.
SoFi's got to be up there,
So,
right?
well, Lambeau, yeah, I believe Lambeau's the oldest.
The Bears should have moved out of downtown Chicago a long time ago.
They're moving back into it after with their new stadium. They're moving
Where's the new stadium going to be? I thought it was
right next to it. They're building a
on
whole
the waterfront.
on the waterfront, a whole entertainment District.
Oh, I know. I do remember hearing something about that.
Yeah, they're building the stadium first, which they've already broken ground on, I believe.
So what are they gonna do with Soldier Field?
They're keeping the pillars and having it as like a practice area, like a park.
That's
Yeah.
ridiculous.
And
dude. It's
keeping the
so
original.
big. It's such a waste of space over there.
Victoria mentioned, I love KC's Power and Light District. It's very fun.
Yeah, well, it's not near a stadium.
Yeah, they should have built a stadium around there.
Right.
They just have what is it? The Sprint Center? What's the stadium that doesn't have any NBA? Doesn't have an NBA team? Doesn't have an NHL team?
You're right.
Yeah,
Sprint.
it's the Sprint. Yeah.
Yeah, Jesus.
Well, I don't think it's
Lame.
called Sprint because Sprint doesn't exist anymore.
Right.
Good call.
Poor Casey.
What does that arena even host?
Concerts, I believe.
And
There's no
big-
way
it's
they
winter
can host
concerts.
enough
the
concerts all
Big
year.
12.
No.
the
They
Big 12
host
tournament.
concerts at Arrowhead most of the time.
They host the Big 12 tournament in basketball. I know for sure. But that's it.
I think the
Missouri Mavericks don't play
Missouri
there.
don't.
Maybe they do. I don't know. I thought they played in
They-
Independence.
You're right. I think they have their own arena. Can you look that up, Pat? Can you see if the Missouri Mavericks ECHL hockey team plays in the former
Bryce
Sprint
Graham
Center?
says Lambeau was built in the 50s.
Oh.
No. Fun
So that's
fact.
before Arrowhead.
And
Definitely.
way before Soldier Field.
Weren't the Chiefs supposed to be? Oh no, Soldier Field was in the 50s too. Soldier Field is supposed to be modeled off of the Los Angeles Coliseum. And the big house in Michigan. Supposed to be similar. They were bowl shaped, all benches, all bleacher style seating. There were no suites.
How old is it's probably not the oldest, but the Commander Stadium in Washington?
FedEx Field, that place is a piece of shit
I
too.
know, that's old.
The Mavericks do play in Independence.
So that's not where the Sprint Center is.
No.
Correct.
That's outside. Victoria says it doesn't matter about KC Power and Light District being not near the stadium. And then you don't go to the games, it's way too expensive, she says.
Yeah, but if the stadium was right next to the Power and Light District, people would go.
Yeah.
The fact that they're not around there, no one wants to go.
Yeah, that's the best part about Ballpark Village. You get to go to Ballpark Village before or after a game or both.
Yeah, you go out drinking and then you just happen to take in a
Well, they
baseball
kind of
game.
have that thing where they use the parking lot as that, basically.
Yeah, fuck
Oh,
that.
and that's terrible,
Yeah,
dude.
fuck the
How is
parking
that?
lots.
I actually, no, it's not terrible.
It
In
is
my-
so
mean? Yeah,
terrible, bro.
what?
You're just gonna wait in traffic every game.
Oh,
You think people are gonna stay for the whole game? when-
Ballpark Village type atmosphere, tailgate,
Oh,
the
a
parking
parking
lot. Oh, the parking lot. That's
Well,
why we come
Well,
here.
well, I wasn't comparing the two. You guys said it was like,
Well, you were saying, well, it's a great experience at the parking lot tailgate.
yeah, it's a great.
You're arguing the experience. I'm arguing just the practicality of it. You know how long the traffic is gonna be getting out of there, dude?
I totally agree with all y'all, but I'm saying it's a fun atmosphere to be around before the game.
You know how long it's gonna take getting in there with the traffic?
Yeah.
Bro, the traffic is, dude. When I went to the Red Hot Chili Pepper concert last week at the amphitheater, all they have is one giant parking lot, one way for everyone to get in, one way for everyone out. That's just a recipe for disaster. You're waiting there for an hour either way.
Yeah.
Dude, traffic gets me heated up, dude. Don't get me going on traffic. I have to wait. If I have to wait more than 20 to 30 minutes in traffic, I'm livid. 270 between the hours of 4 p.m. to 6 p.m.
No.
Nuh-uh. Victoria says I've tailgated and it was awesome.
Mm. It's Casey Sads.
Come to a Battlehawk tailgate with us,
I said,
Victoria.
Bryce says you guys have obviously never been to a tailgate.
Yeah, I have.
Battlehawk tailgates, dude.
Yeah.
Come to the north side of the dome and party with us on Broadway.
So what's the difference between that and KC?
Because we have multiple lots. We don't just have one lot where everyone has to park.
Well, that's
We have different lots everywhere, and the tailgate is just everywhere.
what Green Bay is like.
Well, they got one big parking lot too. Well, that Green Bay is totally different. That's not even a metropolitan city. That's just like
A town.
Green Bay's the size of Springfield, isn't it?
if not smaller.
Yeah. So like that, you can't even compare. That is just a whole different experience. And
Victoria says, "Sorry, you guys are wrong. It was very easy to get in."
to
What about out? What about out?
What about out?
Yeah, what quarter did you leave
That's all.
in?
Makes
That's all
sense
the
if she's
argument
a-
you got.
Did you
is
leave at
traffic.
halftime?
yeah, for real. Third quarter. Gotta
I
beat
think
the
I think I'm
traffic.
with the chat on this. Tailgates are insane.
What the fuck? No.
Well, think about it, dude. Think about when we went to Mo State.
Right.
We didn't go for no football games. We came for the tailgate.
Well, yeah, it was the fact that our football team was ass, and like the stadium was ridiculously set up by having the sun just in our student sections, like burning
That-
us up.
I mean, that's true. But
If it
just
was a night game,
which we
I
never
would
had.
no,
in our
I
4
know we
years.
never even
got
we
robbed
were
of
supposed to have
multiple times.
we were supposed to have one Thursday night game,
robbed.
and it was going to rain, so they canceled it, and then it never rained.
Didn't rain.
Fucking Cliff.
They had the game
God.
on a Thursday afternoon when classes were going on.
Yeah, that was ridiculous. Oh,
What
Yeah.
a joke.
Thank God a new AD's in there. Good thing. a
Thank
new
God Cliff's
president.
gone.
Conference USA, baby.
Yep.
Which we're gonna be playing at Pitbull Stadium,
Against FIU?
FIU during
I
the
saw that.
Conference USA.
Pitbull spent $1.2 million for the naming rights for 5 years.
At FIU.
Oh,
FIU.
what a guy.
Pitbull Stadium.
He's Mr. Worldwide.
Mr. Worldwide.
Well, not.
He should have named it Worldwide.
Dolly.
Yeah, he should have named it something funnier. Pitbull. Like, that's stupid.
Mm.
Mr. Worldwide.
Hmm.
305.
Yeah, 305.
Dolly.
Worldwide 305.
Mr. Worldwide. 305.
Oh,
Dolly.
Oh, what else we got, boys? On
Uh,
football.
City. Tim Parker's gone, and we got Henry Kessler.
We talked about that a little bit, I think.
He
last
likes
week.
arches. That was like his first tweet was,
We mentioned that.
well, no, hold on. I was going to reference the fact that it's confirmed he went to the arch.
oh, nice.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
He's an arch guy.
My God, you guys can't let me finish my.
You take too long to get to your
take.
stories, man. You got to get to the point.
I was
sometimes.
giving the context for the people that weren't listening last week on a Friday.
That is also true.
Yeah.
Good job. Good job. Good job. Good job. Good job.
Oh my God.
We're good. We're good.
How
we're good.
empty was City Park for that
I was.
FC Juarez game?
It wasn't that empty.
It was actually pretty full, but
That's because
not
they're
having.
giving away tickets for free, dude.
I know.
I know.
You know
Good.
how hard they're like
Good.
marketing for these
But,
games?
dude, hey, if they're giving those free tickets away, that's just eating at MLS's pocket, which is what we wanted. So it didn't matter if the seats were filled or not, if they're free.
Because they want to boycott?
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, it's still hurting MLS's money if those seats aren't filled or not. Like, they're still hurting.
Mhm.
I mean, if it's free, might as well show up.
Is
But
it,
that's what I'm saying. Like,
it-
but then also STL Santos broke the boycott. They hopped the fence. They said that they're back.
they hop the fence?
They hopped the picket fence, dude.
Bryce chirped at you guys. You said 8th place Cardinals sleeping in the standings.
Oh, fuck you. It's fine.
Oh.
We're fine.
Just wait for that 8-game win streak, Bryce. It's coming. Just
Devil
wait.
It's
magic.
coming.
Yeah. We're fine.
It's inevitable.
we win tonight. What's the score? They're playing it right now, right?
I don't know.
I will look it up for you
Yeah.
guys.
All it takes is one sweep. Oh, dude, you know what we need to do? Well, I'm still on my betting hiatus, so I'm not betting. But anyone out there who is, start fading the White Sox again. Jump on them now. Because they just had that historical 21-game losing streak finally came to an end. You know, like, whenever they start talking about, like, how long it's been, I'm one of the guys that, like, oh, it's coming. Like, they're due. I'm
Right.
an it's due guy. So, they just gave it to him yesterday. They finally won. So now they're going to lose again. They're going to keep losing.
The
So start
Cardinals
fading
are tied 1-1, bottom of the third.
them. All right, that's a ball game.
That is a ball game.
Well,
So-
can we go back to City?
Sure. Sorry.
Breaking down the Juarez match. But did you watch it, Nick? Penalty kicks.
Yeah.
It sucked. We both Marcel Hartle and the Cedric Two-Shirt guy missed their pens. What was kind of funny was the goalie was being animated, and he was like waving at Thorson when he was going. He was like, "You're not gonna come this way. You're not gonna come this." Like that's what he was doing.
On the
And then
Jumbotron?
no, like in
Like
goal.
in the goal. He was
so
taunting him in the
he
goal.
was waving his hands.
He, like,
No, he
but-
was taunting him in the goal.
Like he was literally. I'm saying, he was in the halfway of the goal, and he was like, "You're not gonna go this way." That's what he was doing. He's like, "Not gonna go this way," and then Thorson went that way and scored above him, and then went. Shh.
That was pretty
was
sick.
The cool moment, but that
Yeah.
was it. And the Germans let us down, and we were gonna save one. Wundt made a save, but after VAR, he jumped too soon.
What?
Because the fucking Juarez guy was stuttering, stepping the whole fucking way, and so Wundt jumped early,
Oh,
saved it, and then
They reviewed it.
and then called it back and made him retake it. They scored and they won.
Yeah.
VAR on a fucking.
He
penalty
should have
kick.
had. He should have had another one too. It just went right under his gloves.
I will say I had the best experiences in Usher that match, and I hope I get this job again because I didn't even have to work a gate, and I got like just assigned to like a section like the 100s, and I just leaned up on a railing the whole time before the game, like the hour and a half that the gates were open, and then stayed there the entire match.
Just watch the whole game right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I didn't move once. And what was awesome was before the game when I was standing there was these three like older guys, like our dad's age, and they were just streaming the cards game on their phone. So I was able to like peek over Sunday Night Baseball while I was like just standing there. It was fucking dope. I was like, holy shit. I thought I'd get in trouble like viewing the Cardinals score, but didn't have to.
Bryce asked, "Is that a beer bat on the table?"
It is.
Straight from the 1764 club, right?
That's the only place they sell them.
Yep.
Nice.
$40 before tip.
I was at the game in the Ultra Club. Not worth it.
It
Yeah.
had to be for that AC. What do you mean?
It wasn't.
You don't watch the game in there. There's no spots.
No,
in
I
there. It's just like
know,
the
but
bar
It's not
area.
worth it. To be honest,
How much more was it than
it was like $30 more than it needed to be. I don't
Wait,
think it was worth
I
it.
thought the tickets were free.
For me, it was.
They gave. That's the only place in the stadium. I think they sell you the Michelob in those like aluminum cups.
No, they sell them all over the stadium.
Oh, yeah, maybe that was
they,
last
don't
year
have,
thing.
they don't have draft beer throughout the stadium.
Oh, they have like mixed drinks throughout the stadium, though.
Well, yeah, but he was talking about the.
That's the only place to get draft beers and the Michelob.
Well, you
Club?
can go to Hellcat bar. I'm talking about. You can't like go to like a section guy or whatever.
They don't have drafts.
Which, by the way, I had one of the coolest beer guys ever right behind me where I was standing. He's like, he was manually, physically moving people to his line, be like, "You need a beer." and as people would just like walk by,
That's a
he would just-
salesman.
oh, I know. He would just point to these like Mexican guys, and he's like, "Me?" And then like he's like, "Yeah, you get in here. You need a beer."
You need a beer.
And he's like, no. It was just, that was like the funny part.
It's a
was,
great marketing technique. Peer
we
pressure.
we did have 4 kids get busted for underage drinking. That was brutal.
Did you
Felt
bust
bad
them?
for 'em. I didn't like tell on them, but I was like around the area, and we almost had a woman pass out.
Yeah, it was very hot.
Yeah.
Very humid.
Stay hydrated.
Yes.
That's why I'm like saying that the
I
Michelob
don't-
Ultra, that
The AC
understand-
wasn't that great, to be honest. It was kind of the same.
Pat's a cold-blooded killer. He doesn't get hot.
No,
Jesus.
it wasn't that bad, to be honest. I think I would have paid less just to sit outside anyway, to be honest.
Were your seats in the center? Or
It was in
right-
the center.
you
Yeah.
were right in the center.
Yeah, I
of
was
the
right
goal?
by the podium thing in the middle where the DJ was before the game.
Oh, makes sense.
Yeah.
I like sitting lower bowl. I only sat lower bowl one time with my buddy Logan. He got me in Christian seats, and we were like 5 rows up from the pitch.
Yeah, those are sweet seats.
Oh my god!
was
And
such a
the
good view down
people that was there amount of people that like came in right after the game ended to like do like the after party for an hour up there?
No,
Oh well, when I was
they said it was closed after the game.
Oh, probably because it was a Sunday game. That
Yeah.
makes sense. It's usually on like the Saturdays.
Sunday games do not hit, dude. It's just
They really,
so-
especially without the main cheering crowd boycotting the game. It was tough.
Well, and we had already clinched, so like it was just a matter of placing above them or not, and we didn't, because we could have played Colorado or someone else like worse, but now we have to play Portland, who already kicked our ass.
Remember the playoff game we went to
Or I guess
last
we drew
year?
against Portland. What's up?
Remember the playoff game we went to last year against Kansas City?
Yeah, and that cold, rainy shit.
Cold, rainy
Hey,
Sunday
at least
night.
we got those pulls of the vodka bottle, whatever it was, of my dad before the
Oh,
game.
we partied
the
with Dan
STS
Roper,
dad.
yeah.
The STS dad. By the way, are you guys? I guess you're gonna be good. Are you gonna be at Filoni's for my
Yeah.
birthday?
Yeah,
Yeah. By the way, Luke has come out. I
Flores.
think the dinner you could maybe be there. There's 16 people. I told him it would be 20. If like you and Miranda want to be in it, let me know.
we'll see.
But then we're just like gonna be drinking after, so you can just show up after that.
And also, I'm going the next night, Saturday, for my dad's band gig.
Yeah.
At
Nice.
Filoni's. So
I wanted it to be that night. Damn it. Dan and
Mm.
Steph are going to Grant's Farm with their friends. that
Mm.
night.
Bryce said Roper laying down the law, busting kids for drinking.
Trying to. Gotta do my job. comes with the
Should we get
badge.
into some Twitter fear? Twitter
Yeah, what do
fear?
we got on Twitter? find something.
Did you
Okay.
go in any brawls this week, Rope?
I don't think so. There was no Juarez fans to attack. So
They were loud, by the way. Did
yeah,
you
they
hear
had
them?
like a whole brass section.
Oh, that was them. That was their band.
I think that was like around them. Like,
Victoria says happy birthday to you, by the way.
thanks. Birthday month. August is the best.
I don't really have too many likes on Twitter.
Oh, I gotta give Super Santo the best fan supporter of St. Louis by far out of anyone. Towel guy, what's Cardinals cowboy or whatever.
But didn't in your tweet you put the ravioli guy?
Yeah, well, I forgot about Santos, and that's gonna haunt me forever.
Yep.
Because the dude literally shows up to training on like a random Thursday waving his flag, gets invited in, and now he's clearly in support of the club and our most important. Because this is what's frustrating about City. Like this is our shot. I mean, obviously, like the league is done for. We're not gonna make playoffs. Maybe we do. I don't know.
I don't know.
But like, are we gonna make something go on a playoff run? Probably not. So I'm saying like this is our one shot at a trophy. Is this thing? And I saw Miami's on the other side of the bracket, so we could get maybe Messi's healthy in time for that final. I don't know. Or City versus Messi.
We wouldn't want to play him though.
I mean, we wouldn't want to, but it's a possibility. They're the
Bryce,
defending champs.
Bryce also says happy birthday, Grandpa Rope.
Thanks, 26. Never looks so good.
Birthday's not today, is it?
No, it's not till
okay.
we go.
It's the Friday we go. And that's what I'm excited for. Nitty gritty.
Oh yeah, Madtown. So are you
He's
gonna
missing
ask
it.
off?
I'm
Or-
going with Shredder.
Okay, so you've already talked to Schrader?
Yeah.
Okay.
When are you guys leaving? Do you know?
In the evening, like 4 or 5 o'clock.
Dang, you'll miss a good time up at Madtown.
Damn.
That's okay.
That's all right.
Yeah, but we're probably gonna have to leave around like what 7 a.m.
Yeah, 7, 8. We'll get there around noon.
and that way we can hit up Nitty Gritty, see some college babes on campus. Let's go, babes. That's gonna be fun. That's gonna be fun.
What's your OTROT, Mr. Shaw?
My OTROT. I don't know. I watched Borat yesterday. I didn't put it on. I was watching it with Miranda.
Very nice.
USA, very nice.
Was
But,
it the first one or the second one?
There's a second one?
There is 2, yes.
Well, it was the first one because I didn't know there was a second one. But all I told her was, yeah, we only can watch this for a few minutes. I just want to see the beginning of it, and then we can turn it off. 'Cause I didn't think she would like it, but she was kind of giggling, and I like it, so I kept it on. And then it was about halfway through, and then I wasn't like recognizing it, and then I thought like, wait a second, I don't think I've actually ever seen this movie all the way through. I always turn it off because it's just like so stupid. It's just like, like what am I watching?
But then he gives like the speech, like the right? Doesn't he give like a speech?
He
at the
gives a
end
speech
about
at-
immigration or whatever.
Well, he gets two good bits. He does one from a rodeo where he goes out and he sings the Kazakhstan national anthem to the tune of the American national anthem.
God,
And then he goes to a Christian church, and he's actually like, it's just like the perfect tone of like not too offensive. He's being friendly with them, and people are getting a laugh and are finding some humor out of it. But like he's still being like so obnoxious, where like it was still like hilarious. It was like just the right line of offensive and funny. My kind of humor.
Bryce says you won't see many college babes. Schools doesn't start until September.
Fuck.
Ah.
I was hoping they would start. Next time.
Will, what you got for your OTROT this week?
I got. You go first. I lost it.
He just put a Uno reverse card on your ass.
My OTROT, I'm going back to high school this weekend and playing my alumni volleyball game this weekend.
You played volleyball in high school?
I did, yes.
He was the libero, dude.
I was the libero.
What does that mean?
It's the
like
the
the-
short kid with the
Yeah, I was always
different
short.
jersey.
You were the digger?
Yeah, I was the digger, dude.
That's the guy who gets digs.
Yeah.
The libero. He's
They have-
always on the back line. Never,
Yeah.
never goes to the front.
I couldn't reach the net because my vertical was terrible. So I was just good. I was just a good like defender.
Bumping in and
Yeah.
setting people up.
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah. So I'm going back to high school this weekend at 2 p.m. to play my
Is that
alumni
Saturday?
game.
That's cool.
That is Saturday. Yes,
That's
should be
cool.
really fun.
Been watching a lot of volleyball in the Olympics, dude. Volleyball's electric.
It is fun to play too.
No, I'm thinking like volleyball is like the only sport I can realistically see having like a professional league,
Mm.
like
Oh,
creating
yeah.
one. Because like, what other sport could possibly do that? That could gain
Yeah, I
viewership.
don't
People would want to pay to go watch. I think women's volleyball would have a great market. in
Oh yeah, I
America.
agree. They probably
True.
already do.
I've watched a lot of
Is there
sand
professional
volleyball.
volleyball?
I'll
Look
look
it
it
up.
up.
Because that'd be interesting.
Yeah.
They could do like mixed. They could do like male and female.
USA
Co-ed.
men's lost to Poland today.
They got
Polish
whooped,
freaks.
bro. They were good. I
Not
watched that one.
whooped. I mean, it was fifth set.
Oh, they took the fifth set?
Yeah.
Oh, I kind of just had it on in the background.
Thanks, Begram. I appreciate it. He says I'm the best libero in St. Louis.
Oh, nice. My OTRT is I'm pissed at St. Louis parks in the city because I had my niece's birthday party on Sunday and it was super fucking hot, and they planned it around this park, in the hill. I can't think of it. Bear Park.
Yogi
Yeah.
Berra Park.
So the reason why is it's a brand new playground that they just built, which also I have a problem with because it's a brand new 2024 playground and they put in the metal slides. You know those slides that get extremely hot, give you like a 2nd-degree burn on a
Yeah.
hot day.
We're
They
back.
put those. Yeah, what the fuck?
They're going back.
I guess they're teaching the young gen the hardships of the
Those
metal
slides,
slides.
build character.
but
Yep.
there was also supposed to be like a splash pad, which is like an area for kids like get wet and like there's like I don't know water that sprays
Yeah.
everywhere, and because all the kids were dressed in their like swimwear, expecting the splash pad. My brother and my sister-in-law like paid I don't know how much, but they like reserved it so that way it would be theirs to use, and it never worked. It never worked. We like were calling hella people. Some park ranger showed up and he's like, "Well, this is above my pay grade," and didn't know what the fuck to do. And then my mom
Turn
was
the
like,
pump on and let's
on,
go.
on
like,
the phone,
I don't know, man.
calling city officials and shit, and no one did anything. So
Yeah, on a Sunday,
Kids were throwing tantrums.
they honestly thought someone was going to come out on a Sunday morning and fix that.
Well, they had reserved it, so I'm assuming someone knew. Like,
They reserved the shelter. They didn't reserve the splash pad.
I don't know.
They just assumed probably the splash. I mean, I'm not arguing for the city, but like, I mean, it's pretty it's typical that this wouldn't work.
Yeah, and R.I.P. Corey Bush, by the way. Wesley Bell.
Wesley Bell won.
APAC.
Did you guys vote in that? Was that your his district here?
No, it's only like the Ferguson, North County area, and then the city.
Into the city.
Yep.
I drove past the polling place. I'm not even registered to vote. My address in Shaw.
And then the last rant, I'm assuming you watched. Did you watch the finale?
Oh yeah, it stunk.
The trailer for season 3. The 63-minute trailer for season 3.
Basically, that was.
Yeah, so basically all this whole entire season was well no, they did it last year too. All of last year we're setting up this war between them.
Right.
And this entire season was just setting up the war never took place. And there was no battles between
Oh, there
any
was
of them.
one.
No, there
When the Queen died, Queen Rhaenyra, or the Queen who never was.
Spoiler alert.
Well,
yeah, but
we're
like
talking Thrones. They got
no, they did send an army in to fight too on the ground too, I
Yeah.
guess.
Yeah, Mooten Point.
One battle.
Yeah.
And then Damon got that vision of Game of Thrones. Saw Daenerys with her dragons.
That was pretty cool.
Saw the White Walkers.
Wait, that was
Damon like touched that Godswood tree or whatever, and then he had like that little dream sequence.
he had the vision of the White Walker.
Yeah, and then he saw Daenerys with her like 3 dragons.
Who's that? That's the
Dany.
the Targaryen, and that's in Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
Yeah, regular Game of Thrones.
Interesting.
But people online were saying that it should have been the episode before that should have been the finale. Like the last shot of this season should have been when like Aemon was flying on Vhagar and then saw Rhaenyra posted up on Dragonstone with all those dragons or whatever.
Yeah,
That
because
should
you
have
thought
been
the
the-
next episode was they're gonna go to battle.
Right.
No.
All it was Aemon burned down that one town. You didn't even see
They didn't even
that.
show that.
Yeah, I didn't even see
You
that.
didn't even know where that was or
Which
What that
didn't
was
even-
about.
That didn't even happen in the book, so I was very confused about that.
Oh, so
Or I
that's why
assume-
they didn't
is it
show
the
it.
same producers and directors that did Game of Thrones, or is it different people?
Well, it's a little bit different. I mean, like the writer JJ whatever Martin whatever, he's
Mhm.
still like
He's
is the
involved.
controlling part. Yeah, so like that's a similarity to the old Thrones, but I don't think the original Game of Thrones creators, Stevie Winoff or whatever, and the other guy, I don't think they have a part in this House of the Dragon.
Interesting.
But yeah, now we gotta wait till 2026.
For more Thrones. For basically a trailer that we got for the season finale,
Mm.
which was awful.
Yeah, I wanted the younger girl, the crazy girl that Aemon was like his sister was just like, you gotta get on a dragon. We need you to be a dragon rider. And the mom like stopped him from
Mm-hmm.
making his sister, because that dragon is Dreamfire's one of, as old as Vhagar, basically, very big and like huge, and could have been.
Victoria says, Roper, you read? Question mark.
They're
What do you
audiobooks. They're
mean?
audiobooks.
No,
I
they're,
read all
that's
the
an
Harry
actual book.
Potter books, Hunger Games. I read a hell of shit. Percy Jackson. I like the fantasy reads. And I got the Joe Buck autobiography, Lucky Bastard. That was a good one. I do need to start Dune. That is a book I'm gonna read after this one.
Nice.
Hmm.
Should we end it there? We good? Or
Any last comments, questions, concerns?
this was a fun episode.
Yeah.
Kind of laid back. We're just like gearing up. We're in this stage where we're gearing up.
I feel like
baby.
we were just checking off the boxes this episode, going
Yeah.
down the list.
Yes, we were.
2 more episodes until Wisconsin trip.
Should we do like a live episode there? Oh, that's too much stuff to take.
I know they wanted us to. They
How much
want
stuff
us
would you have
do
to take?
I could take it,
We'll figure it out.
but I don't want to take
No,
it.
that's too much. You don't have a laptop.
I don't have my computer. I don't want to take it.
No, that's too much.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, probably won't have time. We get fucked up. That's how we get canceled.
Yeah, that's my vacation.
Yeah,
I
we're
ain't
not
working.
gonna have time. Yeah.
They did it! It's over!
All right,
the
we'll see you guys
game
next
is
time.
over! The series is over!
Pump it up here. We're here for a fucking reason because we're a fucking good hockey team and we're going to fucking come home with a cup here tonight.